forgot earplugs. Damn it. I don't have any in my bag. It's not worth taking my helmet off for. So we're not gonna do that. We're going muffless. So the Skidmark story. We're gonna talk about the behind the scenes. What really happened. Not a whole lot more than what you actually saw. This is probably gonna be really boring. We're actually getting ready to go through the intersection right now. 13th in Oklahoma, where apparently we are stopped on a green light. What are we doing, guys? There we go. 13th in Oklahoma. My baka brethren. So you all know what happened the Monday that I saved him, pretty much. Picked him up out of the road, took him to work, took him to the vet that afternoon, got him checked out, everything was good. Had a nice quiet night with him. One of the last quiet nights we would have for some time. And Tuesday night, I posted the video to my Facebook because I had kind of teased my Instagram and Facebook friends with the picture of him in the helmet Monday. And so I posted the video, and it did pretty good on Facebook. For me, I got like 50 likes, which is pretty good for me. So I decided to post the video onto Reddit Wednesday night because I had Thursday off, so I could stay up late if I wanted to. But I wasn't planning on it. I mean, honestly, I expected... That looks like fun. Honestly, I expected 50-some comments, a couple, hey, good jobs, a couple, don't run out into traffic, you dumbass, kind of comments, and that would be it. So I posted it in the motorcycle subreddit, which is a really awesome subreddit filled with a lot of great people. Great place to share just silly videos you find about motorcycles or videos that you've taken. Great place to share thoughts you think about when you're riding your bike, stuff like that. It's a great place. I like it. And then I also posted it in the cats subreddit, which there's kind of a funny story about that. So in the cats subreddit, gosh, we're gonna get pretty close to this fire. Because we're going to Arnett, and then we're going to hang a left towards Visay. So in the cats subreddit, you can tag posts like, oh, new animal, or video, or one of the options is mourning/death, in case you have like a memorial post to one of your pets. Great idea. When I was posting my video, I looked into the tags drop-down menu, and for whatever reason it wasn't loading for me. I didn't see anything there, just a drop-down menu. And so I kind of clicked in one area and nothing came up, and I was like, whatever, I don't care. And I posted it. And I didn't look back at that post for like 5 or 10 minutes. So what the people in the cat subreddit saw for 5 or 10 minutes was a video of this kitten in the road tagged with mourning and death. That is a little awkward. I don't know if anyone saw it, but could have been bad there for a second. So I posted it in those two subreddits. I thought they were pretty appropriate to the subject matter. And I got a good couple comments, and Leo, my husband, is getting ready to go to bed. It's about 10:30. He goes. I tell him I'm gonna stay up for a little bit. Reply to a couple more people. Okay. He goes to bed. I'm sitting up with Skids, just sitting there on my lap. My motorcycle brethren. Ooh, I love the wave. Makes me feel so good. That fire is getting pretty big. So come midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, the motorcycles post is doing pretty dang good. I'm kind of thinking, oh man, this is going to be the best post I've ever had. A lot of people are replying. And then someone takes the video and reposts it into the videos subreddit, which has a much larger population. And it fucking takes off. Oh my god. It's going crazy. One of the fun stories about it going to #1 on all was one of my good Xbox Live friends, Wraith, actually recognized me, and he messaged me on Facebook really quick and asked, oh my god, is that you on Reddit? And I'm like, yeah, oh my god, can you believe it? And I was just so happy to have someone I know to talk to about it. So shout out to Wraith, you were the first one to find me. Good job, little buddy. So the videos post starts picking up really fast, and we are very quickly marching up the ranks to #1 on all. The video at this point has a couple 100,000 views, and at this point all I can think of is I wish Leo was awake, because I'm starting to like freak out a little bit that so many people have seen my ugly GoPro wide-angle face. But he was asleep. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't gonna wake him up and be like, oh Leonard, check out my video, it's going viral. So now the super interesting part. I started to get emails from companies wanting to purchase and promote the video. And I had no idea whatsoever that that was an actual business and that people did that. No idea. So I thought it was junk mail. I'm like, oh, how did these people get my emails? It's kind of freaking me out a little bit. I'm gonna ignore you. This is not real. You don't want to give me money for this video. It makes no sense. So I'm replying, Leo's still sleeping, Skid's sleeping on my lap, being so good the whole time. And Leo gets up. Not too much longer after that, maybe like 4 in the morning. And I'm sorry if this is kind of fuzzy for me. I stayed up all night and then all day the next day. I don't remember a whole lot of this, so this is probably a good idea that I'm putting it down in video before I forget it completely. So Leo gets up. He gets up out of bed and he's like, Lainey, who are these people that are texting me, calling me, and messaging me on Facebook about the video? And I'm like, what? Who's calling you? And he's like, they're these people from like ViralHogs or something. Are they like trying to buy the video? And I'm like, yeah, I got some emails, but I thought it was spam. By the way, I'm really glad you're awake because we're at like 500,000 views. And I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. Starting to smell the smoke now. Ooh, Dewey County, your roads suck. So we talked about it and got on the phone with the ViralHogs guy. Asked him a million different questions, anything we could come up with, any way that this would screw us over. We tried to ask that question. And it seemed like a pretty good deal. So we did it. And all in all, it turned out pretty good. At the time, just having one cat wasn't a huge monetary investment. But a month later, when Leo found Danny, I was really happy to have that money set aside. 2 kittens with vet bills that are both needing to be neutered and spayed was not cheap. So the really cool thing with ViralHogs was they said, I mean, they're going to promote the video, and they told me if a news station or an internet outlet, someone wanted to interview me, they would ask me, and then if I wanted to pass my information down to the interviewer. And they would also help me if I didn't want certain information out. They could only request that that information would be put out and not other stuff. So that was really nice, because at the time I was still kind of freaking out that so many people were seeing where I lived, knew me, saw me. It was really kind of weird. And so I had requested that only my first name be used. My actual location would be hidden. They could still say Oklahoma, but I would prefer them to keep the town unannounced. And then I also did not want people to figure out where I worked. So that actually worked out really, really well. Almost too well in some instances, because even some major news outlets like ABC and Yahoo put out this unnamed heroine saves kitten from the street in Texas. And I'm like, well, good try, but you guys got two critical pieces of information wrong. Because many other places at that point had already reported that it was Lainey from Oklahoma. So that was really kind of interesting for me to see what actually gets out there and what actually gets reported. Can be two totally different things. And so it's kind of changed my perspective on media and print media, and not always believing what I read. So we do that deal with ViralHog. It's going good, but at this point it's 7 o'clock in the morning. I am completely spent. I've stayed up all night, and I think that might be the first time I've ever pulled an all-nighter. I can't think of another time where I have. So I was beat. So Leo said, go get some sleep. I'm going to go into work for a couple hours, and then I'm going to come home early, and we're going to see what's going on. And I'm like, okay. I slept for maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then I was so wired. He was able to come home really early that day, basically took the whole day off, which I was so thankful for. There was absolutely no way I could have handled that Thursday without him. After I woke up, we did one interview for KFOR, which is the news station here in Oklahoma City. That was fun. We did it over FaceTime. And then I did an interview for Good Morning America. We did that one over Skype, I think. And I don't think that one ever aired, because it was at the time like that this hurricane was going on in South America, and I guess that takes precedence over me, but whatever. And I can't really remember anything else from that day. I know that the people from Ellen got a hold of me, and we did a Skype interview with one of their I wouldn't say talent scout, but I guess entertainment scout, whatever. And I did a Skype interview with her, and I guess I didn't really impress her very much. I think it really hurt us that we just don't watch Ellen. That's what she kept asking was, oh, are you a big fan of Ellen? And I'm like, nope, never seen an episode, sorry. Beyond that, the 3, I guess, at-home interviews I did one with Nat Geo, which is actually airing at the time of this recording. I know it's going to take me like a week to edit this because I'm lazy, but tomorrow, May 6th, is when that's going to air. I did the one for BBTV in the UK, and then also RootTube in the UK, and they all came to my house, and that's quite a trip, even from the nearest airport, which is Oklahoma City. It's about a 2.5-hour drive to my city. That's a pretty big commitment for what I consider a pretty little viral video. So things are finally calming down, which I really enjoy. It was super fun at the time. But you know, you always think about, man, I would love to be a rock star or an actress. And just having just this little percentage of the attention that people like that get, I've realized that that is most definitely not the life I want to live. It's really fun doing these little videos and answering your guys' questions. That's great. I love that. But that feeling of, oh my God, don't say the wrong thing because there's so many people watching is terrifying. Because it was funny, at the time I posted it on Facebook, I hadn't watched it but once or twice. Just enough times to edit it and get it cut down. The first time Leo saw it, he wasn't mad. He was just... he was just like, don't do that again. But I think he's happy with the outcome now too. It was a really interesting time for us, and unfortunately I seem to have peaked at 25, so it's all downhill from here. Slow downward spiral. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? You sitting on top of the car? The golf ball car? Huh? What? What? Oh, you're in bite mode? You're gonna bite? Oh yeah, you're so tough. You're so tough. Here, you want it? There you go. Don't drop it, because I'm not gonna pick it. Ah, Skids. I will pick it up. You're too cute. You're too cute.